Right, okay, so I'll start with mine. The students last week, very few physical. So I could keep calling on them again and again because I moved to Thursday because of Good Friday, right? So some they had to go for other lessons that make up. Actually, Melvin, did any of mine go to yours?
I think only two.
Is it the two that are going to make up? They're going to come again for the makeup?
Yeah, they are coming
Is
again
it
for this week.
Apple? What did they say? Like, is it because they like the timing better? What is it? Like
I
this
don't know.
thing.
I didn't ask them. Maybe probably it's because it's the exam period. So maybe they have to shift the timetable around. I'm not very sure. Maybe this week I can ask them.
Okay, cool. But anyway, Melvin, you got to let all your students know about you're going overseas. So you're only like teaching online.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I told them already lah.
Nice. Yeah, just keep reminding them until you actually go. So, and also let them know that if they like online Sunday, that time slot, you can, right? You can maintain the time slot.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you like it, sorry, you can tell them if you like it, you like online, continue to stay. If really you don't like online, you want physical, then you let them move to uh Chelsea's physical slot lor.
Your slot is full, right?
My slot technically can hold more students, but Chelsea, I prefer them to go to Chelsea, unless they really cannot.
So do I just tell them say that they all can only go to the Saturday and Sunday class, or I say that they can go to any one?
Saturday and Monday. Um, and then for Friday's one, you can tell them that probably no space.
Okay, can.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, now the feedback. People said my explanation very detailed, easy to understand, explaining misconceptions about questions well. I think the very well explained was repeated. So I'm building this analogies, Kahoot, and then ample practice to answer questions. I think that's because I keep calling on them. When there's fewer students, I can go many rounds. So everyone gets one question. Then, okay, one good thing was there's a student, right? I think all of you have this kind of student. They're super quiet. And when you call on them, they take very long to answer. They're very reserved. And they're also always unsure about their answers. So there are few students in my class. So I always will think that she's not as fast as the others, she's lagging behind. Because when I ask her like basic question also, she is not very sure of her answer. And then sometimes she'll be wrong. But she won second place in the Kahoot. And the Kahoot is a solo Kahoot last week. So means she's actually listening and understand. So that's the good things. Okay, then we improve on. The only thing I got was more O-level questions, but I think we already gave quite a lot of questions. So I wouldn't change anything about the questions we gave last week. Um, Handwriting, I cannot remember whether I made it better or not. So extra practice, this coming lesson inheritance we got extra practice, but I can't remember about the handwriting thing. That's all I can think of so far. I think what helps with the handwriting is having my projector screen zoomed in. Okay, so that's about it from me. And Chelsea.
For me, most of my students said that like the explanations were very good and that it was a very engaging class. So those two were like all across the feedback. Yeah. Then the ones I pointed out is that I think two students liked that there was a lot of drawings in the class. Yeah, and then there was one student that said that attention to online students.
What do you do, right, that made them feel like they had attention?
This one was a new student, so it was his first class. Then I think he asked me a question on mitosis, meiosis, something like that. Yeah, then I just responded to him.
Nice. Okay, I think that reminds me of something. So there's this student who said, um, explaining misconceptions about questions well. And this was an online student. Because she's one of the rare few who will actually type her OEQ answer and send me in the chat. Then I will quickly like scan through it and then I'll just talk to the Zoom, to the computer. I'll be like, hey Hannah, so I saw your answer and blah blah blah. I'll say something like that. Or this part is wrong. So I think that's why she said this. And yeah, that means that's also paying attention to online students answering their chat. Okay, yeah, Chelsea, continue. What else do you do to show attention other than answer their question? Like call out their names, is it, when they answer correctly?
Yeah. I get them to send in their answers for MCQ.
Good, yes. Let's make them send, yeah. So Melvin, you're gonna transition to online only. So use these tactics. Read out their name when they get it correct. Because you won't be able to give them the suite. So how do you reward them? You can reward them with recognition, calling out their names. Yeah. Okay. Chelsea, you can continue.
Yeah, I think for the positive feedback, that's about it. Yeah, for the not so good, I think 2 students said that the lesson was too fast. Yeah, both of them were from the Monday class. Yeah, I did feel like for the Monday class, I had to rush quite a bit, and I still ended class late. Yeah, but I did feel like I tried to give them more time to copy down the answers. But maybe yeah, they need more time. But I feel like it could one of the reasons could be because for the Monday class, right? I feel like because the students might have like prior commitments, a lot of them are always late. So it's very disruptive for like maybe the first 30 minutes of class. Yeah, that could contribute to why like it is all of these issues lah. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think if the classroom was bigger, it would be less disruptive?
I feel like it won't really, it doesn't
Okay.
really contribute. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, next time, right, when Monday, if they want to move to a better time slot, we can move it from Monday. Unless it's good, if it's good, then we just keep, don't change.
I feel like most of
Alright.
them can make it. It's just that like they tend to be late because they got like school, they need to travel, things like that. Yeah.
Man, yeah. Okay. I mean, worst case, you can just shift back the Monday time slot by 30 minutes. Then make it 7:30. What do you think they mean by this one? Focus on complex parts.
Maybe this, okay, I think this student, he usually feedbacks that the lesson is too simple. So maybe that's what he's, yeah, going on about.
Okay,
Then
let's
usually
all
his feedback
brain.
is like
Yeah, let's all
usually he's
brainstorm. How can we? I think Chelsea, you're gonna say usually he says it's too easy, right? Or too slow.
like
Can
he
go
wants like
faster.
more practice, more
Mm,
EQs, things like that. Yeah.
mm. Wow. Yeah, let's brainstorm. How can we accommodate for this kind of students and keep them occupied, engaged, keep them challenged? Like, I guess one way is I could add more extra practice questions. And then when they feel like, oh, too easy, and then they're like, okay, you do the extra practice now because you're free. Any other ways you can keep them occupied? Ask them more questions. Does that help?
I think I also for the child student, right? For my lesson last Sunday, he also said that the lesson was a bit on the like seems like it's very easy for him because I guess that uh for the lesson I would say like repo of humans generally we split it to too many lessons. Then some of them they feel it like it's too simple. Yeah.
I
Then
tried doing it in 2 lessons before, by the way. I tried. And it became too compressed. Then not enough time for quality practice questions.
but maybe like that's what I think lah. I think the best way to go about it would be what you mentioned, the extra practice question now. Maybe the extra practice question can be like more challenging.
Mm,
That's what I
okay.
think. Like those
Okay.
kind where it needs to have those application kind of question.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Or we can just take from the, those prelim school papers, the very, very hard ones, then you can just put it there. Yeah.
Okay, let me write this to myself right now. To remember to put more in the when I plan a lesson. Because I noticed this has been a common theme that they keep saying every week or almost every week. Okay, I wrote it down, yeah. All right. Anything else, Chelsea?
I think that's all from me.
You also answered one of the students, right? Like they asked what's the difference between villi, oh no, STD and STI.
Oh
And
yes, I
then
answered that student.
okay, nice, nice, very good, very good. Yeah, so I like that you put blue color also to indicate that you've answered them. Okay, Melvin, your turn.
For me, generally, is most of them also said that I'm fun, interactive, detailed explanation. They like my handwriting and note taking. Majority of them like that. Kahoot as well. The few special ones is that someone said good pacing. Then but the bottom one is like generally they said like I'm like too fast or either too slow. Yeah, so to that one, I'm not very sure about that. Then most of them say that they like that I link the topic to various topics. Yeah.
Wow, someone said nice handwriting.
Yeah.
I jealous, yeah. I never get that. Right. All right, so someone say too fast, someone say too slow. Huh, okay, okay. Then this one was a suggestion, right?
Yeah, correct.
Wait, is this something that the student wants to be improved?
Uh I guess so. Yeah. I think
Mm.
she just want like, hints.
Do you think it's because when you explain those questions, the thought process may not be very clear in the explanation? Is that
No,
maybe why you said that?
no, he was said that my explanation, like the good things, he said that my explanation was quite good. But he just said that maybe when he's doing the questions at home, then there can be some hints.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
Oh,
what he means.
yes, 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 yes. I see it. I see that's what it means. Kelsey, what do you think? Should we give hints?
Actually, I don't agree. Like I feel like
Mm.
it's better practice for them to try by themselves first. Then when in class we go through the thought process together. Because if we give them too much, they are not actually like practicing like how to think through how to answer the question.
Yeah, actually, that's what I think also.
I see. Yeah, you're right, you're right. Plus, O levels, not gonna give them the hints. Application question, you got to figure it out yourself. Yeah, okay. And then, yeah, Melvin, you said, oh, M6 was too squeezy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, good. I also wanted to feel the studio good. Uh-huh. Okay, so Melvin, you only got this Sunday and next Sunday, right?
yeah, correct.
Okay, so you just have both studio.
Okay, can.
Okay, that's good. Uh, continue stay at M6. What is this about?
No,
Why you
it's
want to
like
continue?
if let's say you want to continue to stay in M6. Yeah, yeah. That was like in
Oh,
the case where let's say you prefer them
okay,
to stay in M6,
okay.
then yeah, can just delete lah.
Then
Yeah.
we strike out, yeah. Okay. This one you wanted to talk about it, is it?
Yeah, I wanted to discuss the paid and the free trial student
Okay.
issue. So like I understand like from the WhatsApp message that the two not new student, the two trial student that came for my class on Sunday, they were free trial lessons. Then like I didn't know that it was also I didn't know that there was this thing called a free trial lesson also.
Yeah.
Then
Maybe I should tell you.
there also like from our point of view is like I still need to dedicate some time to answer their question, to like for example to call on them, to make them interactive as well. Yeah, then I'm like basically treating them like a actual student no matter what. So I don't think we should be any like difference in paid versus free trial student. Like I feel that we should just treat all the students the same, and like the in terms of the payment wise also it should be accordingly as well lah. Because the same effort it was being like put no matter whether it's a paid student or a trial student, you see. Yeah.
Mm. Okay, okay.
And like from my understanding, like this free trial thingy is more like a marketing kind of thing. So I from my point of view, it should be like shouldn't in a way compromise on the payment wise as well lah. Yeah, at least that's what I feel.
Okay. Kelsey, can I hear from you also? Like, do you think it is fair if you are not paid for the free trial students? But if they join, obviously you'll be paid up, you know? Like all the future lessons you're gonna be paid if they're your student.
I think I agree with Melvin. Yeah, because like what he said, from my understanding, the free trial is part of the marketing strategy that you're pushing out, right? Yeah, so I guess like the expense for marketing shouldn't be affecting us, I guess.
Okay, okay. I'm open to change. I'm open. I'll share my point of view. So my point of view is that I should pay my tutors and incentivize my tutors, right, to be good. So how will I incentivize them to be good? If they have a lot of students, they will get a lot of commission because I'm paying them per student. But if they have a lot of free trial students, right? Let's say one day you got like 10 come in free trial. Then I pay you extra for each student, right? If I'm not wrong, that's like 90 times 30 something dollars for each student. Wait, let me just see. 31.5. So you get paid 315 extra that lesson if 10 students came for free trial, right? But then let's say you are very bad at teaching. So even though I paid you 315 for that lesson, then none of them might steal. So after that, right, like all the students, let's say, who came for a free trial, even though I pay you for it, for them, they aren't staying. They basically they left already because they're like, oh, this lesson wasn't that good. So I'm scared of incentivizing that. I don't want to incentivize where, oh, as long as I have more students in this current lesson, I'm still gonna get paid anyway. Rather, if so now I'm sharing my perspective of on the other scenario, if I only pay for retained students. So retained students means that you must have been good enough in the trial lesson, such that the student likes your lesson enough, then they join. So it rewards you for successfully retaining the student. So it's like you get paid for that one onwards. Okay, I don't know whether I've expressed my point of view clearly.
But for my point of view is like considering that let's say a paid trial student, right, we are also still getting paid for the lesson that they come. So like no
True.
matter what, right, we will still be incentivized to teach the best, to retain the trial students so that in the future they will join us.
Yeah,
So
that's correct. That's correct.
so from that point of view, no matter what, I feel that we will always try to do our best to retain and make that trial student become our permanent student.
Yeah, that's
So I
true.
don't
That's
think
true.
it will compromise or like say like maybe like whatever that you mentioned, that scenario, like just to think that
Mm.
that one single lesson that I'm
Mm.
happy. I don't think from our point of view we will just be content. Or honestly, I don't think
Yeah.
we'll just be contented. It's just that like we would think like long term, like I want to make sure that I'm teaching well, make sure that this trial student, whether it's paid or free, to join me permanently so that I can earn more and increase my student count. So in other words, it's also incentivizing as well. And to not say that, okay, give differences like, okay, maybe this is a free child student. I'm not actually like earning anything from this student. So like maybe I'm going to shift more of my attention to the paid child student, or let's say my current student. I want it to be a case where all the students, no matter they are paid, whether they are free, whether they are a recurrent student, I treat them all the same. I treat the things that they are supposed to get, I make sure that they are all getting. Yeah. At least that's what's my thought.
Yeah. I didn't realize that from a tutor's point of view, even the paid trial student also, you are incentivized to do a good job so that they will continue coming back. So it's either right that trial students I just don't pay you guys, or I pay you guys, but there shouldn't be a difference between those who are coming paid or free. So since we've been paying you for if they come, then yeah, I will just standardize it that you'll be paid if it's a free trial student also. Okay, so let me remind myself to later send in the group. Okay, and to give you some context about the free trial students, right? It's gonna be a rare thing, a rare occasion. Because every month I will have like 1 week where we'll run ads for free trial. Like if you see this ad, you are lucky, you can submit this screenshot for a free trial. So it is a rare offer compared to the paid trial. So I think usually you will get very minority will be free trial. But now it doesn't matter already because you're gonna get paid for it either way, whether it's paid or free. Okay. And anything else? Can move on already?
Actually, I'm not sure about what Chelsea feel, but for me, right, I feel that some of the things that if we can like discuss internally, like for example, the location of the new location, like for example, the marketing, or like if let's say if it's possible that we can keep all of us in the loop, then we can settle internally, maybe ask teachers, we can give our own ideas or whatever thing, right? They can better contribute instead of we never discuss it internally and then you straight away just the team just ask the students based on their feedback. Like how do I mention? Like for example, I see in the Tally discussion group, right, that you ask quite a lot of questions to the students, like, what do you think about this title, this tagline? Yeah, so I feel that maybe before you maybe even like send to the students, like ask them for their feedback internally, we can like, okay, what do you think about, like ask us from a student point of view, what do you think that we can our which one is better? Then if let's say you agree, then you don't need to ask the students again. Yeah,
Okay,
because
okay.
if
I
for me,
agree
right,
with what you said about us letting y'all know be in the loop. I agree with that. And not telling y'all about the free trial offer is my oversight. Because I like in my brain it's just like, okay, all marketing stuff, I don't want to trouble the tutors. I just do. Then I forgot that, oh yeah, maybe I should tell you. If not, like you'll be like, huh? There's such a thing? Like, are you for legit? When the student comes here, like, are you really here on a free trial? Is there such a thing? So I should have told everyone. And okay, about like I'll try my best not to trouble y'all when I can not trouble you. So when I ask the question about what title is better, right? Actually, it doesn't matter what we think or what you think or what I think. Because this is a case where we need to ask the customer themselves or how they think. Because they are the student, they have the student's point of view. So that's why I go straight to them. It's a smart move. I shouldn't ask y'all. It will be kind of wasting your time actually. You can't give a true answer also. It's just hypothetical. So things like that, right? I will bypass asking internally. But things like the
okay.
free trial offer, that one I shouldn't bypass. I should let everyone be in the loop. Agree with that. So I will okay. What about the location of where we are gonna hold our lessons, right? That one I did discuss with you guys internally already, and I heard your views. and I also asked the students' views. So in the end, it was a decision that I had to still make by myself, given all the considerations already. Yeah. So about the location thing, I I did whatever I could in terms of asking you guys' opinion. Yeah. Beyond that, even if you all like say I don't really like the place or the location, I still have to make the same decision, you know. I still have to go with it. Because after weighing all the other factors, it was the best choice.
It's like what I mean is that we can have, because what happened in the end was you ask the student first, then after you ask us. So maybe I was like thinking maybe we can have like our own internal discussion first before we ask the students.
Is
Like
it
we can
about
consider,
location?
yeah, for example, the location, what are the possible factors, how we can improve it first, then we can before we ask the student.
But in the end, again, this is even if it's inconvenient for us, right? It doesn't matter. We have to serve the students as the priority. So that's why I went to the students first.
Okay.
Yeah, like what we think about the location is actually secondary. The students is the primary. Yes. So there'll be decisions like that where I'll prioritize the students' opinion. So I'll just go straight to them, you know?
Okay, understand.
Yeah, but I've taken your feedback about firstly the paid versus free trial. I'll still pay your. Secondly, the other feedback I'll remember is keep you guys in the loop whenever possible, especially when it affects tutors. Then I should keep you on the loop. Yeah. Okay, Chelsea, is there any other items, right, that you wish I will keep you all in the loop for? Then maybe I can make a mental note.
The the location and the paid versus free trial is like the only thing that comes to mind. But I just wanted to add on to what Melvin was saying, right? Like, I think if I remember correctly, you did ask us to ask the students what they felt about the locations and all, right? And then all the details and stuff. But if I remember correctly, right, like all of the details that you talked about, I was only able to pick up from the recording that I watched. So technically, you didn't really discuss with us, if you get what I mean. Yeah, so I think that's what Melvin is trying to get at lah. Like, if you keep all of us in the loop, it will be easier to communicate with the students as well. Like, same thing with the paid versus free trial. Like, yeah, because I also didn't know that there was a free trial. Then when the student came, I wasn't informed by Richard or Grace or anything. Then I was a bit like,
Oh,
oh, is he like scamming me or something?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's
So I think
yeah, correct.
yeah, towards like the students, it will be more like if we are all in the loop, it will feel more professional also lah. Yeah, instead
Yes.
of like,
Wait,
yeah,
can I
you know
ask?
everything and then we don't really know. Yeah.
Can I ask about the location details? Right. You said you watched it from my recording. So what was new that you only learned from my recording that I haven't told you all yet?
I don't think that there was anything like that was new, but I guess it's a bit strange that like we are not being kept in the loop when it's something that's
Oh,
pertaining all of us. Yeah.
was it the recent lesson only, or is it like earlier than the
I
recent
think it was
lesson?
like the first time that we asked them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I thought of it this way that the first time we had a picture of the location, the picture of the MRT map, the first time, my thought process was I could just do it once in the recording, and then I know you will watch. That's how I put it in the rehearsed talk also the pictures, because I intended for you to follow and ask those questions also. So that's why I didn't first tell you guys and then get you to say again in your lesson. I just wanted to do it one shot, like keep you in the loop plus you guys asking your students. Yeah, so see, from my point of view, it wasn't like, okay, I'm not gonna tell them, just straight telling the students. Actually, is I do intend for you to know so, but I just do it in my recording all at once.
I mean, I feel like in my perspective, okay, yeah, it makes sense, but I guess to me, the flow makes more sense if you just maybe
Mm,
drop us a text, or like just one
mm,
paragraph on WhatsApp, yeah, just to preempt
okay,
us. Yeah.
okay. Okay, yeah, I know what you mean. So from your, it seems like suddenly, like we didn't even know about this. Mm,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, but just to reassure you, right? It was like I intended for you guys to know everything also. Just that I didn't do an extra one before my lesson recording. Like I used my lesson recording to tell you guys. Yeah. Okay. On that topic of the location, right? So maybe I've already mentioned this. I don't know if I did. So I shall keep you all updated in the loop. It's confirmed. The place is confirmed. Renovations will probably start 1st May. Then once it's done, I will try my best that by 14 May, like 2 weeks later, we can move over. Melvin, it won't affect you because you're online at that time. Yes. So I am gonna pay work central until 12 May, Monday, Chelsea, 12 May. Then after that, right, I will pay work central ad hoc lah. Only if we still need delay, then I'll pay them some more. So that's what I'm doing with work central. After that, I don't intend to use work central. Because I mean we're paying our rent regime, we gotta waste money. Do you all want to be part of any other things relating to the center? Like do you want me to tell you about how the renovations are like?
Maybe just something curious. Will
Yeah.
our center be like open most of the time, or like when we have lessons, then we go? Then will there be like a reception or what? Because of my idea of it is like most centers out there, they will like open quite frequently. Then
Oh,
anyone to pop by, then they register with the
no,
person or whatsoever. So I'm not very
no.
sure how you want the things to work. Yeah.
It will only be open when we have lesson. Yeah, it will not be open all the time, like 9 to 5. No, no, no. It won't be open like that. It will only be
Okay.
open when we need to be there. And we can, I actually intend it to open earlier than the actual lesson. So like let's say today is Friday, my lesson, right? Maybe at 4 or 5, right? I already allow it to be unlocked. If possible, I'll buy those remote system where I can remotely unlock the door. And like it's a smart lock, it's not a typical key. So the students can enter already and chill there
Before we even start
before
the
the,
lesson.
yeah. Yeah, even before you are there.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's my plan. But
Okay,
the
okay.
rest of the days will be closed. Unless we have an event there. Like if I'm recording a video, then I'll go. If we are having a crash course, then we'll go.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So you don't have to care about like manning the place if it's not your day.
Okay. Maybe also, are you going to put some like leaflets out there, with like outside the center? Because I don't want a case where we are prepping class, right? Then we have a parent that walk in, hi, I want to ask about this.
Uh,
There will be some very awkward that I cannot answer, like all the logistic and stuff like
mm, okay.
yeah.
True. I guess I'll put a QR code outside. Yeah. So they can scan it for whatever questions they have. Let me type that down right now. But the chances, right, is this is a low foot traffic place. Yeah, no, won't have random parents coming. The only parents that come, right, is because they are a student here already and they're sending their child. That's the only reason they will come.
Or
Other
maybe
than that, they won't like
parents
random.
or maybe parents that is like surveilling the area, then like because like your other Google Maps you will need to change accordingly, right? Then some parents, like I know more kiasu parents, they'll come and they'll actually check the
Yeah,
location.
yeah.
Then they'll see how's the environment and stuff like that. Then I'm like afraid, imagine like we are teaching a lesson or whatsoever, right? Then we are just nice there. Then these parents like, oh hi, I want to check in. I want to join you guys. I got to know you guys by blah 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 blah. And they start to ask all the bombard the questions and stuff like that. Yeah.
Um, if they interrupt your lesson, you just say sorry. It must be after lesson or during the break. Then you can talk to them. Yeah,
Mm.
just tell them. You can wait outside.
Or
Then
I can just tell them to scan the QR code lah. If it's
if they want information, yeah, the QR code will do the job. But if they want to see how the classroom looks like, they can do it after lesson, before lesson, or during the break.
okay, can.
Yeah. Okay, maybe for your curiosity, right? I'll show you something. I think I got a picture. I'll show you how the classroom will look like. Okay, this is a ChatGPT 3D rendering. Yeah, so it's actually quite legit. The floor will be dark color. I intend the tables, like our theme will be green, black, and white because that's our brand colors. Our logo is green, black, and white also. I mean, there's a brown floor, but that's a good color. So the tables will be white. The chairs will probably be white also. Maybe green. Ah, probably not probably just white. Then we'll have a lot of plants. Okay, like example, all these IKEA fake plants. We have a lot of it, so that gives the green because the walls are white already. Then green is this. Then as for the black, I guess the floor is kind of black. Um, what else? Yeah, I think this is a good idea of how it look like. Basically, imagine white tables, white chairs, TV, and a lot of plants around, fake plants. Any other things you're curious about? So there'll be this big open space, right, where we have the big classroom, and it'll be like the studio lah. It'll feel like that. I will get a professional mic on the tutor's table, so that when we have Zoom, the Zoom students will hear very good, your audio very clear. Then we'll have a speaker. We'll connect the speaker also, so you don't have to raise your voice. The speaker, it's just like studio, so we have the speaker. The small room at the right side is for those kind of M4 plus size. So the small room is basically like an M4 for the smaller classes. It is possible to run two classes simultaneously also. Although that likely won't happen because we don't have that many time slots.
We have like two big screens at the side. Then we are standing in the center, or just one screen.
On the left of this picture will be a big TV.
Okay.
I'll buy those kind of movable TVs. Then at the corner, the left corner, right, you can see under the aircon is where the tutor's table is. You'll be facing the right. So the rows of tables are like going vertically from where we are. We'll see vertical rows of tables.
Okay.
So there's
Okay.
just one TV at the left because that's the front of that classroom.
So technically only one, in a way, like projector, the one screen that they can see.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we're basically modeling the studio.
Okay. Okay.
In a small classroom, there'll also be a small TV. But I think I won't even open the small classroom for now. Like we'll just keep using the big classroom now. Because I don't think we'll need the small classrooms yet. There are two toilets, by the way, inside. So that's very convenient for us. Toilets will be convenient. Yeah, and there's anything else you want to know? There's like a podcast area, a podcast room. So I'll use it for filming videos, for doing podcasts with students, and so on. And it also is like a chill area to just lounge. There'll be water cooler. I am thinking of a mini fridge also. Microwave, pantry, cup noodles, Milo, 3-in-1 coffee. Yeah. Okay, any other curious things about the classroom? So if you're coming from Dhoby Ghaut, you can do it. I've walked like a few times already. It is a 10-minute walk, yes. From eh? From 10-minute walk. It's a 10-minute walk. So your choice are Fort Canning MRT. It's very near, 3-minute walk, 2 minutes actually, Fort Canning. Or else Dhoby Ghaut is 10 minutes. Okay. How's your volume of students, replying students this week?
For me, the normal volume, I guess. Just that increasingly, before, because I last lesson I asked a lot of my students who are the ones that their WA2 will be starting early, like in about 1 week or 2 weeks. Then if that's the case, we will be able to teach finish the inheritance in time for their WA2.
Yeah.
So I told
Yeah.
them, say that, okay, if you ever need any help or you're not sure about anything, you watch the crash course clips first. Then if anything you're not sure, you come and ask me.
Good advice.
Yeah. So so far most of them watch the crash course clips. Yeah. Then
Okay.
and they manage to solve their issues through there lah.
Yeah, good. For me, I got some questions also from some students, but it was quite easy, quite fast to resolve. Okay, Chelsea, how about your volume of questions?
I think mine is around the same also.
Okay, nice. So, okay, I need to go back to this one. Yeah, I forgot to these highlighted things. So, Melvin, online teaching when overseas. Oh yeah, we already discussed this. Okay, can skip. Then, so Melvin, you gotta be mentally prepared, right? Some students physical may not want to come anymore because they're like, oh, we want die physical. So you gotta be mentally prepared. Some students might go to Chelsea or me. But I will encourage them. So Melvin, you got to really specialize in the online. Like you got to be very good at the online experience, and that's your unique advantage compared to us because we're doing hybrid. So we will also encourage. I will encourage my online students. I'll say, hey, you all should try Melvin's online only ones. Then if you can do a better job than what they experienced from mine, they will switch to you. Then you can get back some students if you lose any. Yeah, okay. So that was about the online thing. Then I want to ask, right, because I noticed in like a lot of our feedback sessions, your feedback, like the things to improve, right? The students give almost nothing. So I was like, why is it they're not giving a lot, right? Is it that like everything is perfect? Probably not, right? Because me and Chelsea also, they give negative feedback. They give things that they want to improve. So could there be anything that's hindering them from giving such improvement feedback? Maybe they paiseh, maybe they scared or what. Like what, could it be anything that's hindering them? Maybe you just need to tell them like in person that, hey guys, by the way, when you do the feedback form, right? I welcome if there's things to improve. Please tell me. Yeah, maybe it's just that feeling that you are very welcoming to it. Might actually get them to type something there.
Actually, I always tell them that also.
Uh,
Like anything you got any contentions or anything, feel free to just let me know in the feedback form. But yeah.
yeah. They'll also say, because what does contentions mean, right? Maybe you can say, if I say anything that your school says something different, please tell me. Or maybe you're questioning whether I said that one correctly. Yeah, maybe I did make a mistake. So please tell me about the mistakes, okay? I will check whether I'm teaching the right things.
Yeah, like I say that to it in layman terms lah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Huh.
But I also not sure why. Maybe
Yeah,
my
we just, I guess my fear is that we can't let the students feel like they don't want to give feedback or negative feedback. Because it could mean maybe they are mentally they turn off during the lesson. That's why they got nothing to say in the negative part. It could be like I just guessing, okay. Other possible negative reasons is that maybe they feel like I no point. Example, if you go to a very bad restaurant, then they say, oh, please give feedback on how you can improve. Then you're like, I'm not going to waste my time giving you feedback because I know you're a lost cause. Then you just go away. Yeah, so that's another reason why no feedback could be a bad thing. Yeah, so that's why it makes me concerned about no feedback. Because no feedback can be due to bad reasons.
I
So
told
just
them I
yeah.
also told them that I also want feedback.
Yeah, okay,
Personally,
good.
I also every week say the same thing. The good things I also, because I also want to improve, you see. I also want to know
Yes.
what I did not
Yes.
good to further improve, you see. Then I always every week I see the good things, then I'm like a bit sian also. So I also told them also like, okay, you can feel free to give some anything they feel that can be improved or anything. Then yeah, but it's still the same.
Okay, yeah. So I think what could help is just at the end tell them that, hey, I want to improve my teaching. So I welcome it when you give me the negative feedback. And plus, maybe you can say if you're scared, you can leave no name. Yeah. If you're scared, you can just don't leave your name, anonymous. For those who are physical, lah. The online ones, they gotta leave their name. If not, they won't get a homework point, right? So the online one cannot. Okay.
Just my two
Yeah.
cents on this.
Yeah.
I feel like okay, if I was in a student's perspective, right? Number one, I feel like the large majority of students, they usually don't really have much to say about the class. Cause it's just like they just attend class and then they leave. Like I feel like if I was a student in this position, right? Like I wouldn't really have much to say also. Yeah, so that could be one thing. And secondly, I feel like if we do it every single week, right? Like it might be a bit like fatiguing for them. Yeah.
Mm.
So I was
Mm.
thinking maybe we can try doing it like maybe after every topic, after we finish every topic. Or like space it out a bit more lah. So it's not like to them it's just like, oh, another thing we need to do before we leave class, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Actually, that's why I
Well,
feel. That's why I feel the same as Chelsea as well. Because I see most of them, like especially like some of my students who followed me since January, right? Then they're like, oh, okay, here we go again, like that kind.
man, okay.
Like, if I were in a
Mm.
student's point of view, I'll be honestly quite lazy. I'll just put nail for
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Because not sure about Chelsea, but NTU has that kind of feedback as well. So even if the prof really sucks, right? I'm like
Oh,
so lazy to even give a bad review. I just put nail for everything.
yes. I totally feel that. That actually that's my fear, you see, that like what if they actually don't like it, but they're just not saying it. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna add to okay, let's all add to our lesson this week to ask them, do they want it after every topic instead? Instead of every week. See, but honestly, there's also a benefit of it being every week. Is that it just constantly gives them the opportunity. If there's something that they don't like, they can say it. And if maybe 10 of the weeks, right, in a row, they have nothing to say, then sure lah, just put new. But if maybe the 11th week there is something that bothered them, then I don't care if the past 10 weeks they didn't say anything. Because just having this opportunity to say the 11th week, the important thing was worth it. So
Do you
there's
think
also a pro, yeah.
yes. Do you think it will be more productive if we made it like optional? So we just flash it at the end of every week, but we don't force them to do lah. And maybe we can just remove the good parts, like that question. So let them know only if they have something that they're not happy with or they feel like they have an improvement, then they can submit the form.
Okay, then this makes me have another idea. Why don't I just modify the form to say all questions are optional. Like you can just put nil. So if they're lazy, right, they can just like scan nil, okay, submit, done.
Oh, so you're saying that like you want to make it you want to make submitting the form compulsory, but they can just put nil for everything.
Yeah. Okay, another way which is your suggestion, we just say that okay, you can scan if you want, but if you don't have anything to say, then don't. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, then I guess the downside of that is if I am one of the students who have something to say, but then I see no one else taking out their phone to scan, right? Then like, wow, the tutor will confirm see me scanning. Then when the tutor read the feedback, right, even if I don't put my name, they'll know it's me. I'm the only one who took out my phone. Or I'm one of the few who took out my phone. That might
uh,
hinder them from.
for me, I feel just now what Chelsea suggested, like every topic, I feel that one more
Yeah.
logical.
Mm.
Yeah. Because really, if you let's say you make it like not compulsory, right? From a student point of view, I don't think anyone would do. Everybody would be just be
Mm.
very lazy to do it. Like, oh I finished this topic, I'm mentally drained, I just want to leave. I'm just gonna scan. I'm not gonna scan, I'm just gonna take my bag and just leave. Yeah. From a student point of view,
Yeah.
because I'm a student now, so if a prof even wants me to give feedback, I would just like nope, I'm not giving, I'm just leave. Yeah. I feel
Yeah, I
what
feel like
Chelsea
that
is
that is
yes.
actually that was what I was going at, because in that sense, right, only if the student is really very unhappy or they really have something to say, then they will submit. Then that's how we can filter out like actually meaningful feedback instead of just like the same stuff every week. That was what I was thinking. Yeah.
Mm. So for the rest of the students, just say no need to scan, optional, is it?
I think it could be worth a try.
Uh, I feel my stand for me is after every lesson just make it compulsory, like what we are doing now, but instead of every week, make it every topic. That's my stand.
I
Yeah.
think that could be worth a try as well.
Mm. Okay, I'm gonna ask. So yeah, let's ask this again to our students. Ask them the different options and what do they want it to be. Let me put it on my rehearse doc. I thought I had this. Okay, I put it there already. There is a very good benefit of having it every week, which is that we improve super fast. Because when there's a problem, we fix it super fast. And we can see the trends faster. Like if we did this every topic, I wouldn't have seen the extra practice question trend so fast. But now because every week, right, and I see it many times already, then I'm like, okay, like this is one of the few things that will make a big difference. Plus, if they only say the negative, right, then we might have a very skewed perspective that, oh, our lessons suck. But actually, if we have what we're doing now, we can see that, okay, it's a good balance. Actually, most people are happy. But if you only have it optional, people only say when there's a very bad thing, then you keep feeling, oh, all they think of is that this sucks, this sucks. So yeah, I'll ask them, and then you guys also ask them, okay?
Maybe we can to make it even because I think the form can be even more hassle free because you know
Shorter.
make it even shorter, like
Okay.
straight away let them have a scale of 0 to 10. How would you rate today's lesson? Then what is the good, what is the bad? That's it. To make it simple, just 3 questions, just make it seamless. I think from a consumer point of view, you want things to be fast and like I can just get it done as soon as possible because that's how consumer behaviors are nowadays. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, let me ask them that. So, or every week, but just shorter. Okay. Why am I showing you this, right? My calendar, cause I want to see the May. Okay, so Chelsea is away until 30th, and I'll have to relief teach for 24th and 31st Saturday. 24th is Saturday, okay, 31st Saturday. So yeah, I think I'll have to relief teach that. Because Melvin is also overseas
I don't
at,
mind to teach online for like
for
Saturday
one
as
of
well.
them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can teach like Saturday and Sunday if needed, but only online. Yeah.
Okay, okay. But Chelsea, what do you think? Do you think like they will rather like they'll because I know Chelsea has a significant number of physical students. So do you think they will rather it be a relief teaching there physically?
I think of course it would be better if there could be someone physically, but if really cannot, you can just tell I can just tell the students to go to your class for that one if they really want physical lah. Because there's still one more option for them.
Hmm.
By the way, someone will need to relieve on 21st, which is Saturday, and 26th, which is the Monday class.
You mean 24th Saturday, right? 24th
Yeah.
next Saturday. And then
And then
26th.
yeah. Then for 31st Saturday, you let me know that I can switch you over to 1st June, right? Then that will be when I'm back. So that one don't need
Oh,
relief.
okay.
Yeah. So it should be 24th, 26th. Yeah.
Okay. I think what I'll do is I will combine both. I'll tell them okay, Monday people, sorry, bye-bye. Like you gotta go find another class. Okay, but unless at that time the Monday class is quite big, then maybe I will just teach again on Monday lor. Yeah, then Saturday I will take over. I think I will want more practice in the new center also to know like, oh, I should adjust the mic this way. I should set up the speaker here. So I will be happy to take over so I can get more experience in the new center. All right. I think any other like relief teaching that we need to talk about? Any other lessons? Okay, Melvin's one is done. We talked about his online. Chelsea is only that period. Yeah, for me, next sorry, 9 Friday, I am overseas for the weekend only. So I'll shift mine to Thursday lor. Just like what I did the past week. Some students might go to your slots because of that.
Then 12 is also a Vesak day though. 12 is a Monday,
Okay.
which will affect
Mhm.
Chelsea's lesson.
Yeah, that's true. It will be affected. So then Chelsea, you can move to that one I leave it to you, Chelsea. You can move to Tuesday, like you did. There was another Monday where you moved to Tuesday, right?
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.